Hey, it's James Nicholson, and welcome to another episode of Wednesday Winners. I've got the lovely Dea with me. Hey, Dea, how are you?
Hi, James. I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Very good. Dea is one of our coaches here, but also she is one of our students. So Dea came through our Business Accelerator program a few months back. And since then, we've built a working relationship together. She helps us get our clients more incredible results. But not only that, she actually has a very successful business of her own, where she is also a very respected coach as well. But that isn't how Dea's journey started. So when we met Dea, she was in a very, very different position than she's in now. Do you want to explain a little bit about what you were doing prior to meeting us, because you were working in the corporate world, from what I remember? Do you want to tell us a little bit about how that was and what you did and how you felt when you were doing that?
Sure. Yeah. When I met you, I had left my corporate job already. But you're right. I was in the corporate world for about 6-7 years, and yeah. I was making good money, to be honest with you. So for me, money was never the reason to go into business. It was all right. But for me, I didn't have the freedom I wanted. I didn't really like what I was doing. I didn't have the freedom and the flexibility that I have now. And when I left, I was about almost a year before I actually met you. I thought, okay, that's enough. I'm going to start my own business. And I'm going to build something. And the problem is that when you're in a job, you have accountability and structure that you take for granted, which I obviously I didn't have when I left. I didn't have that. I didn't have the right team. I didn't have any mentors around me. I didn't even have the right environment, because obviously everybody I knew at the time was in a corporate world, and that's a completely different mindset. Yeah. So I spent almost a year. I had my first. I had a startup. I was building a platform to connect coaches and therapists to clients. And to be honest with you, looking back on that now, I was just focusing on the wrong thing. I was coming from a technical background as well, as an IT consultant in the corporate world. I was focusing on building the product rather than on getting clients, on the marketing. And in hindsight, I should have done that first. I should have put it out there, should have proved the concept and found clients first, instead of putting so much effort and time into building a product. So when I met you, I had almost shut it down, because basically it wasn't working. I had run out of resources. As you do when you don't have the right. It was a really poor place.
So you had a time where you basically just burnt through your savings, living off your savings while you're running that new business, which was your dream, which was good. You had a passion, you got out of the corporate world. But sadly, the story that you're telling me there is a familiar story. Dea, you may have been, if you're watching this, to one of our internet marketing boot camps or been on our 3-day Business Accelerator program. Dea comes along and helps us as a coach at those events, and we see people that are in a similar position to that. They're just desperate to get all their ducks in a row, aren't they? They want to build their website, they want to build their products and build everything out before they even start contemplating learning how to get a customer. And I've done that before as well, and it's just a big mistake, because if you don't know how to get and keep customers, as you found out, and I found out multiple times in business before I worked this out, you really don't have a business, because it's the most important skill, is to get and keep customers. There's a lot of shitty products out there that do very well just because they're good at marketing. I mean, McDonald's is the first one that springs to mind, right? There is no one, I'm sure, in the world that would say McDonald's make the best burgers. They simply don't make the best quality burgers, but they're the biggest because they market so well. And what's important, even people like Tony Robbins, when he launches a course, he hasn't made that course yet. He makes sure that people are going to buy it first because Tony understands the value of his time. So he might make module 1, for example. So if you were looking to make a digital course, you might make module 1, and then you might look at, if you get some sales, then you would complete it, because that gives you the sense of urgency. Once you've got the customers, you'll suddenly make your website faster than you ever would if you haven't got anyone waiting to buy it. You'll poodle along, and so you effectively won't get things done as fast as you could, which is not ideal at all. So first business didn't go as well as expected, but you did go all in, which was awesome. So why did you suddenly decide that you needed to look at marketing, and what did you try first? Because you didn't come across us at that point. You tried other stuff, didn't you?
I had, at the time, like I said, I was in such a poor state and place, and I just didn't know what to do. And I was desperately looking around for something to do. And people were telling me, just get a job, just go back to corporate and get a job. So which was, sure, every time someone said that, was just tears to my eyes. And I was just looking around. I was going to free events, on marketing, on business, on different social media and all of that. But I just, nothing really, wasn't quite sure what to do. And then I saw your offer, and it just something like, I just knew it was the right thing for me to do. And I guess it was the right time as well. I finally realized that without any clients, or without enough clients, there is no business. What I had was just a passion and a hobby, but not really a business. So I realized that I need to know how to get clients, and that, like you said yourself, is the first and foremost first thing.
So you worked out you needed clients, and obviously you went to all these free events, and I think you said you looked online at some stuff as well. Why ultimately did you think that the free stuff didn't work for you? Because out there in the world, when you look at the free stuff and you look at the paid stuff, the free stuff does include what works. That stuff is out there. But why do you think it didn't work for you still at that point?
It's a number of things. First of all, it's everybody's an expert at something, and everybody teaches something different, whether it's Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, the websites, whatever. So it just very, it's bits and pieces of different things. So everybody gives you different advice, and you try this and that. Nobody really teaches the whole system of lead generation. And to me, now, from my perspective, and what I tell my clients as well, is it's not about sales or marketing or this or that. It's about having a client. And that includes everything from finding them through to signing them up with you, through to having them offering them incredible product or service or experience. So it was just bits and pieces of different things that didn't work for me. And also the biggest thing when it comes to free things is that you don't have accountability. And you can sign up to a free event or a free online course, or even you can pay for a course online. I know a lot of people do Udemy or all these online courses, but what they don't give you is the accountability, the ongoing mentorship and accountability. And that's crucial, because again, in a job, we take it for granted, and especially for us corporate rats, we leave a job and we're not used to keeping ourselves accountable. We are used to having someone else keep us accountable. Definitely. So you absolutely need that, and that you can only do through putting some skin in the game and signing up to a course like the Business Accelerator, where you have mentorship and accountability. So that's one of the main differences between paid. One of the main reasons why the free courses don't work, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think I agree with that. And from my side, like initially my first business was e-commerce. I sold iPod accessories online, and I had to learn a skill then called SEO, which is ranking on Google. And I did learn a lot of that off YouTube. And the problem that I found with that was I found some stuff that worked on YouTube. I also found stuff that didn't work on YouTube, and it took me a long time to determine what was the good stuff and what was the bad stuff. And it ultimately led to me slowing down my results by well over a year, and that business did 2 million a year. So I could effectively say that I lost 2 million in revenue by not getting those skills faster. And I had a business that in that time, I mean, we were selling online before Amazon was as huge as it is today, where e-commerce was easier. So I could have had such a bigger market share if I'd got those skills sooner. And that's one thing you can't get back is time, right? And a lot of people are stingy with that. I also think as well, like when you've committed to something and you've invested in something, that you then commit to that time, right? So you're going to say, I'm taking this time out of my life, out of my busy, hectic schedule with friends or family, whatever you've got on, and you're going to immerse yourself and just get it done. Whereas when you're watching stuff on YouTube, you might watch 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, go off and watch something on Netflix, go down the pub with your friends, and you really don't get to completion as quick as you could when you're fully immersed with other people around that you can ask questions. Because when you're watching a YouTube video, if you're thinking, this doesn't quite make sense, you can't raise your hand and say, hey, what does that mean? Like, of course you can put a comment on, but you might never get a response. So yeah, that's good to know. So your first business was like connecting coaches, right? So it was going to be a portal to like connect coaches so they could run their sessions online and stuff like that.
More like an Airbnb for coaches where the client find the right one for them.
Cool. So you're going to match up the coaches with the clients and stuff like that. So that's not what you do now. What do you do now? Like, what's your model now that you've moved into?
Well, basically, I moved into coaching myself.
Yeah.
And I still do a bit of the connecting bit, but I do it through recommending, through referrals to coaches. Basically, when I had the startup, I wanted to match the client to the perfect coach for them, and that apart from not doing the right thing business-wise, I also spent an enormous amount of time trying to find the right algorithm without technical resources to do that. And I realized that although I still believe there is a right type of coach for every client, and we're talking more about personal coaching here rather than business coaching, I now know that unless the coach shows to the world or to their potential customers who they are, share their story and where they come from and so on, the matching can't really happen. It can be just based on qualifications and so on. So I came to the conclusion that when I came to the course, like I said, I was kind of lost. And after I did the 3-day course, I realized that what I really, the way I can actually use what I've learned to become a coach myself and to help personal coaches get to help them promote themselves online through the strategies that you taught me. So basically showing who they are, defining their message, fine-tuning their message, using the right channels, using the right strategy and tactics, using ads and whatever it may be, whatever it is that they need. So I'm still fulfilling my mission of helping the right coach being found by the right client, but I'm doing it in a way by coaching them myself. So I basically became a business coach or business consultant for people who want to start a coaching business, or I've actually expanded a little bit lately for people who want to start a mission-driven business, something that makes a difference, something that helps other people, which could be coaching or teaching or something along those lines.
And that's so much more rewarding, right? Because you're helping these coaches get their message out. You're helping them serve people, which must be really satisfying, I'm sure. So great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not. I also realized I enjoy being direct communication with people rather than being behind the scenes, behind the platform, the technical person, and all of that. So it's definitely a lot more rewarding than what I did before, by far.
Cool. And so you tried to work this stuff out on online with like courses and going to events and stuff like that. Eventually you stumbled across the Internet Marketing Bootcamp. What made you turn up? Because people register for events like that because it's free and there's no real commitment to come along. Why did you decide that this was the one to at least find out what it's all about?
Yeah. It's fun actually, because somebody that I signed up with someone else, a friend of mine, and
Yeah.
they actually said that you're the best marketer in the UK, James, the best person.
Good.
That's true. Yeah,
Well, they're
that's
smart then, right? So
true.
you've got a very clever, intelligent friend. That's good to hear.
Absolutely. For full disclosure, I didn't know it at the time, but they said that. I was like, really? Well, there you go. I have to go then.
Yeah.
I have to learn from the best. I absolutely believe in that. So yeah, that's what made me turn up to the internet marketing bootcamp, to the preview event, and then yeah, the rest of it is obviously history. I signed up.
So you came along to the half-day internet marketing bootcamp, and obviously we gave you some ideas and strategies and stuff like that. And for full transparency, Dea decided to invest in our business accelerator, which is a 3-day program. Why did you choose to go with that, and why was that right for you? Because I know at the time, which you've just kind of explained, financially that was a big commitment for you, because you obviously had the first year in business that you'd spent building a product and trying to launch it. And why did you decide to go forward in the end?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I had to do something to begin with. I was like I said, I was looking around and I was trying to break through and then not go back to corporate world, which was terrifying me. The idea of that was terrifying. So I had to do something. So I was going around looking for things to do, and yeah, it was a big commitment at the time. I actually had to pay on my credit cards. I know it sounds like a very cliche story, but it's the truth. That's what I did at the time, and it just resonated with me. I mean, I'm a very intuitive person, and I had the credibility of saying, okay, I have the best market in the UK, so I had that. And then also when I attended the preview event, I thought, okay, this is going to give me what I didn't have until now. And maybe I kind of knew things because I had been reading online. But the other thing is, it's the community that you get included in. That's what I wanted to add as well. It's the accountability, is the only one that you get in 3 days, but also it's the community. Like you said, if you're on your own, you don't have anyone to ask. And if you come from a different environment, like corporate, you don't have the right environment around you. And this is just so important, right? It's so important to be surrounded by the right people. So when I knew that I'll be added to a community of like-minded people, of entrepreneurs, and some of them at a lot higher level as well, a lot more advanced, not just starting out, but making 6-7 figures or whatever, that was a massive plus for me as well. So it basically
you're able to network in that community with people that are doing as much as £50 million, and and those people don't show up at things like BNI and all these other networking meetings, do they? How approachable are those people? I mean, do you feel that you could ask them questions and stuff like that if you needed help?
There's no difference. If you didn't know what they were making already, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. And there's a lot of experience there as well, isn't it? I mean, even I learn from other students, which is great for me to have like a pool of people. I mean, we've got people that are like experts in tax, that there's even other marketers even in the community. Like one of the guys on Wednesday winners a few weeks back, Nishit, like he knows all these incredible tools and stuff like that. He's always sharing with the community, which is good to see. But you'll find other like-minded people, and you've got friends now, right, from this like experience, I believe, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody, no matter where they are in financially or in business, is really approachable. And yes, I've made friends, really good friends that I see outside of business and work. And actually, I was thinking recently, a lot of the people I work with, and not everyone, whether it's a joint venture or referrals or whatever, pretty much everyone has come from that community. It's incredible. Yeah. I definitely wish I'd come sooner, because it would have given me more time in that, but no regrets, right? But literally everyone I work with has come in one way or another from there.
Cool. So you've made clients, you've made friends for life, and you've got like camaraderie, which is important as well. So you came on the 3 days. What was a key win for you on that? Because you learned a lot. It's intense. What was something that really helped you move your business forward since you've been on that 3 days?
That's a good question. There's so many, so many things. I think it's probably the overall marketing strategy for me, because like everyone who's starting out in digital marketing, again, you don't even know where to start. You kind of have all these bits and pieces of information that you read on the internet or from preview events and whatnot, but you don't know where to begin. You don't know how it all fits together. So I really like can I mention the C's and all that? Or,
yeah, that's fine, yeah.
The overall strategy that you teach, James, the 5 C's, the giving out free content and capturing a client, converting them to or a potential client, converting them to a client, and then offering a product. This is eye-opening because, like everyone else, before that, I would go straight for the sale, put a post out there on Facebook and say, buy my, go for coaching call or sign up to my platform in the past or whatever it is. So I had no idea that I would have to start with content, and it makes so much sense when you explain it. And that's probably the biggest thing for me. I mean, obviously we cover a lot of technical things as well, but because I'm from a technical background, that kind of comes easier to me. Obviously you spend about a day, I think, or so on Facebook ads and building sales funnels and marketing funnels and all that. But because for me that's easier, it was a strategy that really impressed me. That made a difference.
It's totally unique. There isn't anyone offering like this strategy out there. Most people are teaching people just things like Facebook ads, or they're talking about funnels, but it's getting it to work in synergy together is the key, right? You can learn Facebook ads, you can learn whatever, all this stuff, but if you can't get it to work as a system, and it's the system that's very unique in the proposition here, and that's just where we're taking people on a journey that can take someone that's never heard of you to becoming a customer very fast. And that's why, as you know, there's people that have got very fast results very, very quickly, and that's the key here, is taking them on that journey. Not trying to get married on a first date is what I'd say, because that's just creepy as hell, and that's what we've all done it. I used to do it, and then eventually, after banging my head on the table enough times and wasting enough money, worked out that there has to be another way. There has to be a way that you can be positioned as the go-to expert, so people come to you, and that's effectively what you've got to do. And you're using webinars at the moment as well, aren't you? Which is something that you maybe haven't tried before, so that's quite new for you. How are they going? Are you enjoying them? And how are you finding the quality of the leaders compared to someone that you've maybe cold called in the past?
Oh yeah, cold calling is I wouldn't ever do it again or recommend it. Webinars are going well. I'm quite enjoying them, or I am quite enjoying the feedback that I'm getting. A lot of people came to me afterwards and they said it was great content, or I really like how you engage the people. So it's going well. I'm planning to expand that to having maybe joint webinars with having a guest on it, because I'm all about helping. So I would like to help the people I coach promote themselves in this way as well. So that's I'm planning to expand and having a joint webinar where I'm helping promote someone else. But yeah, it's good. It's a great way to have people know about what you do. The content I put out there, again, I keep getting this feedback from people, and sometimes I don't even realize that a specific person is reading it, and then I happen to have a conversation with them. I actually just had this today. Someone reached out to me for advice, and I said, well, what made you reach out to me specifically? Because we're in the same group, you could reach out to anyone. And they said, well, one wanted to a woman's perspective, because it's it's different. And also, I've been watching your videos and reading your posts, and I was like, really, I didn't know. I like them or like that. I've been watching your posts, listening to your watching your videos and reading your posts, and you seem very aware and whatnot. So it's like, wow, it's incredible. Someone you don't even expect that from. you create awareness through
Yeah, because you're giving them value, right? And that's the difference. You've started with value, so it's a much softer approach.
yeah.
So I know you've got coaching calls and stuff like that coming up, so I won't hold you too much longer. But what would you suggest to anyone that was thinking about coming along to the Internet Marketing Bootcamp in the first instance?
Just sign up.
Yeah.
Stop freaking thinking about it. See, my biggest problem is that I'm way too analytical, and I have to think about this, and I have to think about that, and what if it doesn't work? And it's no. Well, what if it does work? And now I know what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
And when someone says, no, I have to think about option 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I'm like, no, it's just such an incredible waste of time. And time, like you said, James, is a lot more valuable than money. And now I do that after having wasted it. So just freaking do it. I mean, it's not even a big investment. As far as I know at the moment, it wasn't at the time, and as far as I know, it's not now. So just freaking do it. It's a no-brainer. What you get, the amount of value that you get in terms of not only content, not only the system and the strategy and the whole 3-day content, but in terms of the network and the ongoing mentorship and feedback from the group that you join, from the community that you join, it's incredible. I mean, they say your network is your net worth, and the amount that you get from this community and from the 3-day event is it's an absolute no-brainer. I mean, now I don't understand why anybody would not do it.
Cool, thanks there. So I know there's going to be some coaches that are going to watch this. They're going to want to find you. How can they find you? What's the best way to find you?
Best way is probably on either through Facebook. I actually run most of my business through Facebook now. Dea Fileva.
How do you spell your surname?
Yeah, F for Freddie, ILEVA. That's my Facebook page.
And I'll put a link in that to below this, so people can go off and find you on there.
Or they can email me as well at deafileva@deafileva.com.
Cool. I'll put that as well, so people can find that easily. So thank you, Dea. Thank you for being coachable. Thank you for believing in the system. And thank you for helping serve our clients and coaching them as well. You do an awesome job for that. And I know you've got some incredible results for those people as well. So thank you very, very much. We really appreciate that. And yeah, that's it. Unless there's anything you want to add, I think we're all good.
Thank you, James, for having me again. If you're someone watching this and thinking, just freaking enjoy it. And I don't just say things.
Exactly. Yeah, she can be quite fiery when she needs to be. So you can't pull the wool over Dea's eyes. So yeah, thanks, Dea. Really appreciate your time, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching the video. Now, the next 2 steps are really important. The first thing is that I want to get you a free copy of my book. So if you click on the video up here, you'll be able to grab yourself a free copy of the book, and we'll ship that to you in the next few days. The next step is to get yourself a complimentary ticket to one of our Internet Marketing Bootcamps, because that's where we can really get to know you. My team will be there. We'll be spending intimate time with you and your business and working out a blueprint for you to get more leads and more sales. So if you click on the video over here, you'll be able to get a free ticket to the Internet Marketing Bootcamp. And while you're there, if you haven't done it already, subscribe to this page, because we've got incredible videos and incredible value coming out all the time on this channel, and I want to serve you to help you grow your business to be more successful.